Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's the very first time that I'm going to make a podcast, and I wanted to discuss about a topic that's very important to me about facing and dealing the toxicity in competitive gaming, especially in CS. And I thought about making a video about this where it's more organized, well spoken, but I felt like making it like a podcast would have a more natural feeling, and I would express my ideas really. So yeah, this is the very first podcast and I wanted to share my thoughts, my opinions about how to deal with the toxicity in competitive gaming, especially in CS. So, who am I? Well, I'm not a pro player. I'm not a psychologist. I'm none of those things. But I mean, I happen to listen and to be curious a lot. So I try to listen and to learn from different things and apply them into CS. So yeah, I mean, you may pay attention to what I say, yes or no. It's really up to you, but I'm not a pro player. I'm not a psychologist, and what I share here is more about like some advices or maybe ideas. So yeah, this video sponsor. Well, it's funny. I wanted to add this, but we don't have any sponsor. It's you guys that's making the channel live. As I'm watching right now, let me check. I think I have we have exactly 800 subscribers as of today, 24th August 2024. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for the 800 subscribers and got to 1K, I guess. So yeah, today's music. Uh, I wanted to add this because I want to share some music that I listen. And today's music, I cannot listen to it on this video, in this video, sorry, because I would get like a copyright notice. Not strike, but I wouldn't be allowed to have the join button right next to my name. So I would just share the music in the description. And yeah, if you have time, go take a listen. I'm not sponsoring them. I'm not like affiliated to them whatsoever. I'm just sharing a music that I enjoy to listen. Shout out to the Hit community. Wait, let me do this first. So this is what's done. This is what we're about. Okay. So yeah, shout out to the Hit community. Thank you very much, guys, again, for like, growing this community. On Discord, we're like 175 people. So thank you very much, guys. And if you want to be part of this community, if you join our Discord, description. So we are into the main topic. So what is toxicity in general? Allow me to put some lo-fi music in the background. So get a little bit relax here. What is toxicity in general? So I don't have the exact definition, but it would be like, I guess, being harmful towards one person with some bad attitude. Toxicity, slang definition, to have the exact definition. Very unpleasant or unacceptable, informal, causing you a lot of harm and unhappiness over a long period of time. So yeah, toxicity in general, I mean, it's not good, right? It's not good. Whether we're talking about the victim or the guy, the person that's being toxic. I think we can try to have games where we can dodge those situations, right? We don't need to be those situations. We can have a correct game, and I don't know why toxicity is like an expression of some sort of frustration to me, and it's just pointing fingers. But I think it's the person that is toxic that needs the most help in this case. So, what causes players to be toxic? Here I wrote a lot of ideas. It's not like not every reason that makes people toxic here, but it's just a lot of ideas. It can be maybe because that person had a bad day, right? I mean, you had bad grades. I don't know. You had a bad day in your job, or maybe you have some issues in your personal life. It can depends. I mean, people can be toxic for a lot of reasons sometimes. Um, yeah, I'm gonna like do yellow every time because it takes less time. Self-frustration for X reason. It can be also, yeah, you're frustrated because, I mean, you wanted something and you didn't have it, so negative emotions are coming onto you, and you're just like trying to express them, and make other people feel bad because you feel bad, so you feel less alone. Maybe, I don't know. Those are just ideas. But it can be because of that. I thought that understanding the cause of being toxic maybe could help us like being away from the toxicity. So yeah, anger towards a specific thing. I mean, I there's no reason to be precise here, but I mean, may like not, I don't know, may not like the profile picture of someone, you know. So that can cause people to be toxic, or it's just like your attitude. I mean, you're just like toxic in general, but we will see why. I mean, it's not really pleasant, and it's not really like worth toxic unless you want to destroy and you take pleasure to destroy other people's games. But I mean, it's not really worth it, right? This is something that happened to me, and probably happens to some of you guys also. When we have like this certain player that's doing a good has good performance, has high KD, high average damage, and there's one guy that's at bottom fragging, not having his best day, or not playing his comfort spot in CS2, or maybe, I don't know, playing support, or having to carry the C4, make sure to stay alive, you know, not take too much risk. I mean, I don't understand why you would like be toxic to the bottom fragger guy, right? When you play a CS, it's a team game, right? So when you have a good performance, I mean, this game, it's yours, right? And sometimes when people are toxic towards the bottom fragger, I just ask them, so you were never bottom fragged ever in life? And they don't answer me that, you know, because they know they bottom fragged. I guess that is that once they bottom fragged, someone trash talk them, and then they get a good KD, and they trash talk the bottom fragger for whatever reason, to have a sense of superiority, which is really stupid, if you ask me. And it's not like, I mean, this person is already trying to do his best, and telling him that, man, start to play, do something, you know. It's not gonna help. It's not how you're gonna help your teammate to achieve success. And you have to support yourselves, guys. It's a team game. It would be very unnecessary to add another enemy, which is ourselves. We are playing against the enemy, not against ourselves. So focusing on KD is just, I mean, something I can understand why, but it's just stupid to me. It doesn't go as I say, as I want. Exactly. So sometimes when people are making a call, and people don't listen to that call, they would go they would full mute everyone and just go insta troll. When you play solo queue, don't expect people to listen to you. I mean, they may not have heard you, they may not understand English, right? I mean, it's possible. You just maybe ask them once, and if no one listens to you, it's okay. We will have to deal with what we have, you know. At least we tried. So we had to figure out something else. Always try to look for opportunities instead of like focusing on the main problem here. And he didn't listen to me, and there's no reason also to mess up your game, you know, mess up your thoughts. I mean, puts an additional stress over you, and maybe perform bad after because someone is not listening to you, right? I mean, maybe try something else, you know, like ask him, did you hear me? Or okay, no, he's not communicating well. Okay, we have to deal with a person that's not communicating. So I mean, sometimes it can happen, right? But for every problem there's a solution. So in this case, I mean, if he doesn't listen, maybe he's an aggressive player, so we can maybe help him, right? And so we go section F. Teammate doesn't communicate, GG at all. Yeah, I mean, it would be sad to throw a game just because a teammate doesn't communicate, right? I mean, if he's not toxic, if he's not being toxic towards other teammates, I guess that's fine, but he's not communicating, he's not helping either, right? So he's not destroying the game, but he's not helping either. And in this case, I mean, maybe with a little bit of patience, he will try to communicate. But yeah, I mean, this is another reason why some people may be trolling. So yeah, it happens not a lot of the time. It happens like time to time. May push a solo everyone, and this is something that's really familiar. Not because I pushed mid whatsoever, you know, not because I did it, but I experienced it. I don't know, any color, yellow, green, purple. You're pushing, man. I mean, and the teammate gets mad because he's pushing everyone. I will discuss this later, but when you have a teammate that pushes solo every time and doesn't do anything, there are ways to transform like a bad habit into something positive for us. I will discuss it later, or maybe you know what, I will say it right now so I don't forget. If you have a teammate that's pushing, like let's say Industry is pushing mid every round, ask him, man, tell me where you're going to push so I can help you, you know, I can assist you, I can put flashes for you, you know. So I try to, in this case, I would try to make him feel, or make her, you know, I don't know which person is playing, I would try to make that person feel less alone. I mean, we are a team, so I got your support. And if you're pushing mid, I will flash for you. I will assist you. Or if you're pushing long, let's do this. You know, or tell me where are you going to push? Or you're pushing lower. Okay, so I will assist you from tunnels B, right? I mean, so he doesn't go full solo and he doesn't go full tilt mode. I mean, with this, we can maybe get him back towards the teamwork status. I don't know how to say it, but maybe we can like remove him from his solo attitude to be more as a team player. Maybe he will start to talk, you know, maybe he will start to consider playing as a team at this moment. So yeah, and the list goes on. I don't know, I didn't have any ideas for this, but if you have any ideas in the comment section, let me know. What does the toxicity involve? I mean, what are the consequences? So there are consequences towards the player, towards the teammate. The teammate was calm and he's playing with anger now. For some people, I think playing with anger can help them. You know, I mean, they just go brute forcing using their aim. They just don't care. So it feels like they're more relaxed. So they aim better. But for some other people, playing toxic towards them, I mean, it just destroys them, right? They don't perform like they're supposed to, and it gets worse. And I mean, depending on the person, it can be really it can destroy that person. I mean, destroy, not really destroy. Look, how can I say it in English? It's just a way of saying, right? So yeah, towards the predator. For this, I think, to me, the person that is toxic towards other people is the person that needs the most help in his life. I think it's just a frustration that's being getting closer and closer to him, and he's just like expressing it and making other people feel bad because he feels bad. So yeah. After this, yeah, we'll see how to deal with the toxicity. But for now, we can go on to the match consequences. When you're toxic at the beginning of the round, let's say you lost the pistol round, you lost like a few rounds in the beginning, and you hear people, or you read GG go next. Does it really mean that it's really over? I happen to have a lot of comebacks from like 3 to 9, and some other comebacks where we had like 5-0, and the enemy got like 7 runs in a row, so it's 7-5 for them. And I told my teammates, guys, let's chill. We can just win. I mean, we got 5 rounds. It's more than enough. Let's win the pistol, and we can set up the pace from there. So some people that are toxic, I mean, I don't know how you do. I don't know how you do to throw a game that's not lost there are so many comebacks that you can make. So many, like, if you try, it can also boost your confidence. It can enhance your experience. There's no reason to say GG at 0-5 or 3-9. It's CS, everything can happen. Maybe you have a bad city side, but maybe the enemy will have a worse city side than you. So you never know. You never know. So if we don't know, we have to keep going on, right? Comeback versus getting comebacks, and yeah, this is an interesting topic because when you come back, you get that sense of hope, right? Where you're starting to believe that yeah, I will maybe win this game. So they start to invest a lot of effort for that. Whereas versus when you're getting come back by the enemy team, you start to throw, you start to lose your patience, and it's all about a mental game at this point. It's all about a mental game, yeah. And getting come back, enemy can come back too, but that doesn't necessarily mean you cannot come back, right? Everything can happen again. As I said before, maybe you have a bad city side, but maybe the enemy will have a worse city side. Maybe you will find a way to exploit the enemy's weakness. Maybe I don't know, maybe they're weak in holding B, so you can just like get five free rounds in B, and then after that, you can just go back A because the enemy team decides to put a lot of defense into holding B, and you have a weaker defense in A, right? So it's just there are always, for every problem there's always a solution. So whether you come back or you get come back, you just have to play round after round and make the best out of every round possible. And so we are chapter 9, toxic environment versus non-toxic environment. Who has higher chances to win? I've read a psychological experiment. I don't have the name of that experiment, but they had two classrooms, right? And in one classroom, wait, let me drink some water. So yeah, they have two classrooms, and in one classroom, they had students where they would just shout on those students and be negative towards them. Those students, you did this bad, you didn't do as I said, it's disgusting, it's no good. I mean, don't ever do this, right? So those students started to perform less. I mean, they would like improve over the time, but they would improve less than the classroom that gets like positive reinforcement. Where I said man, like my teammate. No, it's the classroom. So they would tell those students, this is very good, this is a very good work that you done here. I mean, exactly perfect. I mean, you're doing it well. Congratulations, and we saw improvement on those students and higher improvement than the students that were like had a negative reinforcement where they were shouted at, And I mean, I thought when I read this, I thought I would apply into CS, right? When I have my teammate, when he hits like an insane flick or insane one dig, I would just say, man, that's a nice shot, It's a nice shot. Well, that's well done. And or maybe he clutches 1v1 and you're insane, man. You keep going, man. You're good, I mean, just give him like a positive reinforcement. Or otherwise, I also experienced this where my teammate was in a 1 versus 2 situation. I noticed that his crosshair was a little bit shaky, and he was playing it really, really, really safe, right? So he was trying to play the time in a position where he had to challenge them. So I told him, man, be more confident. You're face level 10. You have the aim. You have the skill. Be more confident. I mean, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's okay. We will find a solution. We'll find a way to get through this in the next round or the next side when we switch it from T to CT or from the CT to T. So yeah, man, be more confident. I mean, don't need to shake your aim. If it just try. If it doesn't work out, it's okay, man. Like, and he said, yeah, I know, but I don't know. I'm shaking clutch situations. I mean, it's okay, right? It's okay. I can understand, but just be more confident. You don't necessarily have to think about the outcome, but more about the situation right now you're in. I mean, you're in a position where you have to force the duel. Just go in and think think about all the deathmatch hours that you spent, all the countless hours you spent into learning the recoil, the aim, and so the cross placement. So yeah, just go with it, and we're all human, right? So we can fail, we can succeed. It's all good. So yeah, positive versus negative reinforcement. I'll talk about that. The 1+1+1 and so on versus 5. This is when 5 solo queue people decide to play by their side, right? So they don't take into consideration their teammates, and they just play for them, and they just play, like, I would say, for the KD sometimes, instead of like trying to unite the team and get the team together. So to me, a stack of 5 players, like, if you play correctly with trust and non-ego play, the 5 players will always be winning against the 1+1+1 players, where they will be picking one by one. That's why we have a saying in CS that says never pick one by one. So yeah, make sure that even though you're playing solo queue, you can communicate with your teammates even though you're not talking, right? Because of the mechanics of CS. So for this, I mean, if your teammate asks you to pick, like, for example, asks you to pick together, just pick with him. If your teammate makes a call, I think it's better to listen to a call, even though if it's bad. I think it's better to listen to a call than just saying, no, man, no, I don't listen to your call, because that will just create separation, and maybe have no trust between the team, where you guys are playing like a 40 minutes game on average, 30 to 40 minutes game, if no overtime. And it's important to establish trust and good communication between the teams. So even though the call is bad, it's okay, we tried, why not, right? Losing to enemies versus losing to ourselves. So yeah, this is when we have toxic people that are trying to create a bad mood within the team. Sometimes, I mean, the target isn't the enemy, but it's ourselves there, and we're if we don't put the right words to this game, I think just gonna be a waste of time, because we're not gonna be playing against the enemy, we're gonna play against ourselves. So, oh my god, you missed that shot, oh my god, you noob, this and that. What do people think are going to achieve by saying that? I mean, what do you gain? What do you earn from saying, man, you missed that, you're bad? Just doesn't help. I think just something that can be avoided, and yeah, it just goes into the negative reinforcement, where if you say, like, you missed that shot, you missed that easy shot, or you're laughing because your teammate missed an easy shot, you're just gonna have a teammate that just doesn't care anymore, and you're gonna have a 4 versus 5 game where the teammate is gonna schmid every round alone, right? So yeah, not listening to a call. My bad, I talked about this early, but yeah, it's the same. Again, I think it's best to listen to a call. Even though if it's bad, it's best to listen to a call than even though if it's bad, then just saying, no, I have a better idea, all right, let's do this. You can, like, suggest your idea, but we need to have 5 people committed to one call only, right? So here we go to the main topic, dealing with the toxicity. The list is pretty long, so I will try to expand those items the best I can. And as I see, 20 minutes into this video, I talk quite a lot. So yeah, thanks for staying, guys. If you're still here in the podcast, thank you very much. So dealing with the toxicity, what can we do? The easiest way possible is to ignoring it, right? I mean, you just ignore it, but that also involves the fact that you will not receive any info from the teammate, and you will have to adapt to this. So sometimes your rotations may be late, very late. So you will end up saving a lot if they lose one site, and it's gonna be a little bit difficult. But the advantages for that is that you're not gonna be hearing any toxicity, and you're gonna be playing your game. It's the other way. I mean, I think it's the most time efficient solution to mute the person. But I mean, I think it shouldn't be the first thing to do. I think again, but sometimes it depends, right? I mean, I don't feel like listening to you. I mean, I had a stressful day. I'm gonna mute you instantly. So yeah, it's a good way. It's real time efficient. Not playing his game. So when he's so let's suppose a toxic person is angry towards you. Do not take the. I mean, as we can see here, do not take it personally, right? Do not enter his game where he's trying to bait you into being mad, into being angry and such. Do not enter his game. You don't know that person. You don't know his name. You don't know his address or her address. You know, whatever. Everybody can be toxic, right? So you don't know that person, and you don't need to enter that person's game. I mean, he can or she can. Yeah, that person can be trying to. Can try to bait you. Just don't answer, right? Just say I don't care what you say. It requires some mental strength, but I think it can be done. Okay, so my apologies. See, asking why he's saying that or why he's toxic. This is something that I started to do actually in my faceit games. When sometimes people are toxic towards me, I mean it can happen, right? I tell him like, why are you toxic, man? No, because you saw. So I ask him, man, it can happen, you know, I have a bad day. I mean, that's not my game, it can happen. Maybe this game I play bad and the next game I play good, you know, I mean, it can happen, right? Why are you toxic? I mean, I'm just here to relax, right? Yeah, but we're losing because of this. Man, okay, man, then what is your solution to that, you know? Okay, we're losing it, what's the solution? So if you come with a problem to someone, it's best to come also with the solutions. Like, okay guys, we're losing. It's, for example, okay guys, we're losing mid. Let's try this, or let's try to swap positions. You know, let's try this. You know, instead. No need to. There's no reason to come with the negative attitude and being angry. It's okay. Like it's okay. I mean, sometimes we cannot control our emotions, right? It's okay to be angry, but do you really need to be angry at this moment? Or let's take a time out and say whatever you want to say, and then after we can try to figure out things, right? And also, you have to take into consideration that you have to pay attention to not enter his game. If that person is going to be toxic towards me because for example, I lose B or I lose mid, I don't know. I mean, I say I, but it can be anyone. And you go like full mute and you play your game solo. You can do this. You can do this also, but I think that's not the best solution either, because the main objective, the main goal is to unite the team, and that's just like a dream, right? It doesn't happen every time. So yeah. I mean, asking in a calm manner that person why he's saying and why he's toxic, taking his focus on you. By asking this question, you can take the focus on him, right? So it's not about the player that lost B, that lost middle, that lost A. It's about the player that's being toxic now. So. And the situation after that is pretty funny. What happens after that? I don't have any clips, but because I didn't clip that, and you should. I mean, this is something that I would recommend that you try one day in games. Sometimes they would say, "Oh no, bro, I'm not toxic. I'm not toxic." Yeah, bro, you're toxic. You're toxic. You said this. No, bro, I'm kidding, bro. So yeah, trying to reason on him. This is really utopic, or it's a dream. There, it's not a. I said this, I wrote this, but it works rarely. So by saying, you know, man, that your toxicity is not helping us, you're giving us a bad mood, and we're gonna play bad. Everyone can say okay. Then the run starts. Yeah, blue, purple, you're bad, you know. So. Trying to reason him. I mean, I tried that a few times. I told them, man, guys, we can still win the game. So it's like we just need 5 rounds to win, and that's it. We're in a game that we're ahead in terms of the score. So it was like, I don't know, 8-6 or 8-5. Yes, we can still win this game. Just focus, and after that, we will never see each other again. Don't worry. Just focus on this game. 5 more rounds, and it's okay. And I don't know. Sometimes when people are like way gone, like out of this world, it's hard to give them reason. So again, at this moment, I tried, and whatever happens, and just becomes a 1+1+1+1 versus 5 game, and whoever has the best timing usually wins. But at this moment, if he's out of his mind, it's hard to use that tactic to give him reason. Not taking everything personal, I think that he's the victim. This is something that somebody told me. The toxic player usually is in need. That's the person suffering mostly. So don't listen to whatever that person says, because sometimes he would say some words, and I would just ask them, "And who are you to tell me this? You know, who are you?" And I would have some interesting answers, but I would just like don't care, because I mean I cannot spend my time giving importance to someone that's toxic towards me, whereas I'm busy to have a clean mind and a clean and clear mind, and trying to enjoy my game there, right? So I just tell him that you need some help, and go see a professional, and that's it. Turning his toxicity against him, being toxic yourself. So if he's toxic towards you, that's a little bit controversial, right? I mean, because if he's toxic towards you, he's putting some stress on you, and that stress onto you, you have to like push it away, right? And if he's like saying toxic things towards you, I'm not saying that you should be toxic towards that player or that guy again, but you can just like tell him that just don't bother me, you know. And here I'm being polite. It can be a different manner, but yeah, do not allow people to put stress on you every time, right? Set up the boundaries, and this is also the I letter. Mirroring his behavior. It can be fun. It can be fun because I mean, you're just not taking that person seriously, in just like doing the same thing that he says, and showing him what he's doing towards us, right? So trying to mirror the behavior is a strategy that I don't know, that can work, and just pretty funny. But it depends on how that person will answer, right? It all depends also on your mood, on how you want to do. But mirroring his behavior, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but yeah, usually we do this with people that I think we have a good connection with, right? Taking a time out, telling him to say everything he wants to say. So this is something I tried, but barely works. I just took a time out. I tell them that guys, I have to take a break, and I told them in the chat that can you say whatever you want to say towards each other. So it was one player being toxic towards another player, and I was just here like a spectator with my popcorn. I just told them that you should say whatever you want to say, and after that, be relaxed, and can we win this game now? Can we play this game? Right? They said okay, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But again, just taking a time out sometimes might help, because they would like, instead of having two things to focus, the game and also the things that they are going to say, to be more toxic, they will not pay attention to the game for 30 seconds or maybe 1 minute, depends on the timeouts, and they will just have to say things that come from their hearts, and they will maybe be more relaxed and play better, I guess. That's actually that's what I hope, but it doesn't really work that way. Setting up the boundaries. You're a human being, okay? So you have some sort of dignity, I hope. You have some self-respect, and someone being toxic towards you. If you like, sometimes if you don't answer, I'm not saying you have to answer in a bad way, you know, but if you don't say anything, it's like saying that okay, I allow you to be toxic towards me. I mean, that's what I think. So setting up the boundaries there is where you tell yourself that I'm not going to allow someone to be saying to me that I'm bad, or I play bad, or I'm this, I'm that. So I'm not going to allow someone being toxic towards me. So you can use a strategy, which is ignoring it and muting that player, and maybe try to ask him why is he toxic, you know, or you can just tell him that just shut your mouth, right? in a polite way here, but in game you choose your words. But yeah, just respect yourself there. Do not allow a random player online to cross your boundaries. What to do when he's blocking or baiting me? This is a difficult one. This is a really difficult one because when he doesn't talk when you mute that toxic player. He doesn't talk, he doesn't play, and he's just destroying your game experience. At this point, I mean, I try to play a little bit, a few rounds, like 2-3, and if he keeps blocking me at this point, I mean, my game has been like, destroyed, right? I cannot play my game as I want to, so why would I try, right? Would I try, or I can try after using like previous strategies. Sorry, after trying the previous strategies, but if he or she, anyone, is still toxic towards me and that doesn't allow me to play my game, then at this point, I have to maybe do some early game moves where I have to rush mid or rush B, you know. So yeah, at this point, or just for me, this is the most difficult one. I think you have to wait. We have to wait for the next game, right? I'd like to know what people would do in those situations. It's really interesting to me to know. I mean, if people sometimes block you game. Do you ask for a kick? Do you? I don't know. I'm just curious about this. He's pushing solo, not doing anything, using that as a strength. So I talked about this earlier, but I'm gonna talk about it again. If he's pushing solo, if he's not talking and pushing solo, try to ask him where he's going to push. And if he says like mid, A, this, that, we can tell him that I'm going to flash for you, I'm going to set up for you, you know. Let me go in first, you can trade me, you know. I mean, depends. Maybe you just let him go first. You can even use him as an entry and then you can trade him, right? So yeah, trying to use that weakness as a form of strength. And if he hits some insane shots, for example, maybe give him a positive reinforcement, man, that was a nice shot, and maybe we can get him back towards playing as a team, you know, maybe getting more united at this point. Being your own fan, I mean, sometimes when people are toxic towards you, it's important to say that to yourself, to be cheerful about yourself, right? Remember about all the accomplishments, all the training sessions, all the deathmatch hours, the countless of hours, or the insane shots that you hit before, right? So you hit those shots, so you can create this situation again, right? And if you're at this level for like let's suppose that you level 7 to 8 to 9, it's because you got to play here because you have the aim for it, you have the game sense for it. And if you cannot climb, and this is another topic that we can maybe discuss in another podcast, if you cannot climb, there's always a solution to that. So we can discuss about that later. But being your own fan, I mean, being cheerful about yourself. Hey man, I gave you a good flash there, very well played. Hey man, I mean, I get a good entry there. You know, I get a good trade there. I made a good call there. So yeah, sometimes it's important to be your own personal fan. And of course, one way to avoid the toxicity in games is to play with friends. So with friends that you enjoy playing and that you have fun playing with. And that's I think that's the best way though to avoid toxicity. Yeah, friends, it makes the experience more, I mean, satisfying or more like rewarding, because actually your friends have higher chances to listen to you. And they're willing to communicate, you know, everything is positive. So this is a good thing to do, especially if you have friends that are like that have your similar level. So let's suppose that you're all 15k from here. When playing with friends like that, it's also helpful. Or you can just play like matchmaking with different friends from different levels, and it makes the game more fun, right? And that's one way to stay away from toxicity. Also, to relieve some stress, right? taking time off, sorry, and do something that you enjoy. Yeah, if you have if you experience, and this is something that happened to me. I experienced like a few games. I played like 3-4 games, and 2-3 of them there was always a toxic player, but that was different, right? One was shouting, the other was solo pushing, the other was again being toxic towards another teammate. Not against me, but another teammate. I mean, at this moment, I just take a time out and I just play another CS mode, whether it's a surf, hop, or maybe play another game, or I don't know, Just go outside, take a breath of fresh air, and maybe do some sports. So it's important to relieve the stress that you get, right? And yeah, that takes us to the next topic: getting the stress away from your mind. Do sports. Doing exercises is doing a sport. Sorry, is a good way to relieve the stress. So by doing sports, whether it's, I don't know, whichever sport you want to do, fast walk, running, swimming, biking, it's a good way to relieve the stress and come with a clear mind there. So you have time. It's also good for the health, but I think it also has an impact towards your games. I need to do some research there, but I think sports indirectly affect your directly or directly, I don't know, but affect your gameplay. So yeah, I'll have to do some research for this. And that can maybe also another topic of the podcast, if you guys enjoy it, of course. This is the first one, so I don't know how it will go. I don't know if it's pleasant to listen to. So yeah, playing your game until you can't. Patience versus limits. Everybody has its own limits, right? Everybody can reach their limits. I've been patient enough, and I cannot take this anymore. And you're right. If you reach your limits, you're right. It's okay. It's okay to just say no and going away. Don't feel bad about this, because you endured a lot, and the key word here is endure. So we're gonna use that word again. The next, trying to get the best out of the worst. Sorry. So let me drink some water again. Trying to get the worst and the best out of the worst is someone that told me that, and ever since that I meet some bad situations, I try to look for the best out of the worst situation. Classic example would be, I have a teammate. I know don't know that teammate, doesn't matter. I have a teammate that plays maybe very good in B site, but unfortunately has to play A site. And I try to ask for my teammates if we can get this teammate to play B, to put him in his comfort area, in his comfort zone. Or we have someone that's not hitting any op shots today, maybe, and they're trying different things, different strategies. Maybe we can give him confidence back. So yeah, it's important to stay united as a team there, even though it's in solo queue, it's hard, because people are just people. It's hard, but again, try to make the best out of the worst, so you don't have any regrets after that, right? Or if your teammate, for example, is doing very well, but you're doing very bad, for this, you can either say like it's okay, or you can just be oh man, I'm not hitting shots today, I'm bad, but that's okay, that's fine, because I get to win this game, for example, right? I don't know if you guys ever, probably yes, right? You won a game where you were bottom fragging. You didn't reach even five frags, but you're just winning 13-7. It can happen, right? But you probably had more. You had like impact in one way or another. Whether it's your way of communicating, whether it's your flashes, whether it's your, I don't know, the opportunities that you created. I don't know. So even though if you bottom fragged, and you won that game, take the best out of the worst, right? Don't go on to the next game saying that, man, I bottom frag, I need to do more, Don't put pressure on yourself like this. You can have good games as well as you can have bad games. So yeah, don't force yourself to do more. And maybe that should be something that I should add. Do not push yourself too much. And yeah, if you take the win. Even though if you're bottom fragging, take the win. Because you might have a game where you're top fragging, you have insane performance, but you will unfortunately lose. So yeah, that just balances things out, right? And stoicism, it's something that's very interesting. Again, it's a close friend of mine that talked to me about this. So what is stoicism? Let me search that. Stoicism meaning. Definition. The first definition is the endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. So yeah, you will face difficulties, you will face tough situations, but you will never complain. So I tried to, I didn't read any books related to that, but I think it's an important part of my life now. I try to get the best out of the worst, and if I face difficulty, I'm not just trying to complain. I'm trying to. I think it's best to try to find what can I say, solutions, to find maybe other opportunities, maybe try to get the best out of the worst and those things. So you're facing difficulties, and those difficulties will just make you stronger after that. So yeah, I mean, if you have time, maybe try to check out for this philosophy, for this discipline. So yeah, allow me to write the last words there. Thank you very much for listening. Yes, thank you very much for listening, guys. I hope you appreciate that. How long has it been? 45 minutes. Oh my god, that's too much. I think 45 minutes of talking or yapping for some people that would consider this yapping. I don't know. It's the very first time that I do this, and it's a non-cut version, so I didn't cut anything. It's just me speaking naturally. I don't know if you guys, enjoyed it or not. Just tell me in the comment section if it's pleasant to hear or not. Don't say yes just to say yes, but if you have any criticism, if you have any opinion, suggestion, if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. And of course, if you want guys not me to do more, I can maybe search for other topics where the importance maybe the importance of nutrition and sports, the importance maybe of not doing this, but the way to climb, how to improve those things. I can talk from my perspective. So if you guys are interested, feel free to let me know, and thank you very much for watching again. We're growing even more. I really didn't expect 800 subscribers to happen to me one day, but thank you very much, guys. And if you're interested into being part of our community, just make sure to check out the description also for the music of the day. And yeah, guys, don't forget to drink water, and wherever you are, take care. See you on the next.